Yo, what's happening? Hope everybody can hear me all right. If you can, I don't know what to tell you because I am here. What's up, people? Man, oh man, oh man. If you can see me and hear me in the chat room, please let me know that you can see me, you can hear me. Hey, people all up in here. What's up with all the people in here? It's Sunday afternoon. I am live. Hope all is well. I'm excited, man. Hey, Linda Jones, I see you. I hope I'm saying this right. Hey, Jody, how you doing? Now, Tanisha, as always, I salute you. So, anyway and anyhow, I hope that all is well. I wanted to take some time and welcome everybody to this webinar. It is going to be super awesome. Welcome to all of my students who are a part of iBrain University. If you have not become a member, I want you to because, well, quite frankly, it's flipping awesome. Now, you can go to iBrainUniversity.com in order to get registered, but we'll get to that at the end of the broadcast. I really wanted to get in here and kind of be like Trey Songz because I'm about to dive in. Now, seriously, I really want to talk to y'all about your websites. It's all right. Jody said it last. She's like, it's like Watley, but better. Have you ever heard Shalimar? I don't know if better than Jody Watley now. Cause watch out now. No, let me stop. I'm not even that old, man, but I feel old now. I've been feeling old. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been feeling real old up in here. That's all right. You know, all you can do is all you can do. But I'm gonna tell you this. I am extremely excited. I'm just turning my phone off because I don't want any disturbances. If you hear any loud noises, keep in mind I'm in my home, okay? And, you know, I got my wife, my 2 kids are upstairs, and I'm downstairs in the dining room. Just wanted to bust it up, as you can see by my lovely security alarm and air conditioning unit. This is going to be fun. A lot of y'all have websites and they're hot garbage. They are working against you, and they're keeping you from making money. If you have anybody that you know who needs to get on this webinar, have them get on now because I'm about to go in. A little bit about myself, if you don't know me. I spent the majority of my career in the broadcast industry. I am an author, motivational speaker, former radio personality, comedian, business person. Thirsty, and they don't pay me enough to show the label, so there's that. You know, and I have a lot of varied interest technologically. Everything from hang with to juice bars to cleaning businesses. I enjoy being as effective as I possibly can. Well, welcome to folks who are just starting to straggle in here. I see it. I don't want to get too deep too quickly, simply because I want to give folks an opportunity to get in here. See, y'all can be late, but as a black man, I can't really be late because that's a stereotype, and I'm not going to be the one to make that stereotype real for you. Just not what I'm ready to do. Website development is very important. Your website is like your calling card. A lot of times it's like if you see a really pretty girl or ladies in the room, if you see a really handsome guy and you walk up to him and then you look at him, his shoes are messed up, his breath stinks, and he's got yuck mouth. Hey, well, I have really nice teeth, so that's a bad demonstration. But imagine these was like yuck mouth teeth. Then you would understand that it's not really a good idea to have a website that's janky. So I want to talk about some of the things that should not be affiliated with your website. If your website is one of these Google sites, one of these HostGator sites, one of these Wix sites, if it is housed somewhere else other than on your domain, other than something that doesn't look like it was cookie cutter and put together in 5 minutes by my 14-year-old niece, then you're already you're behind the eight ball. Your website is a reflection of you. For example, if I served you a steak that came from Ruth's Chris, but I served it to you on an old used family reunion 1986 styrofoam Chinette plate, you wouldn't want to eat that steak because the presentation is not where it needs to be. So I really want you to understand that if you're gonna put your money anywhere, before you buy clothes, before you do anything else for your business, before you get these fancy little business cards, and I mean, not that I'm going to get on a rant about Vistaprint, but some of y'all treat your websites like you do those damn Vistaprint business cards and think that you're doing something with it. In fact, you're only embarrassing yourself. So please, for the love of Ray J, get a real site. So I want to see, because the last time I did this, we had an issue, and I'm going to pose this poll question. Please let me know in the chat room if you see this poll question. Poll question is: what is your frustration with your website? Is it you don't have enough time, not enough money, not enough skill, or all of the above? Let me know if you can see that poll that just popped up, so that I can go ahead and make sure that you get that. Just shoot me a quick little chat, and let me know what's what with that, because I hear all types of reasonings and excuses as to why people have janky websites. It's just not cool. Like, you know how you couldn't go to school and wear like bummy Payless Bobo sneakers without getting laughed at? Now, I had to wear bummy, cheap Bobo sneakers because my mama couldn't afford them. But luckily, when I was a kid, my dad got me a pair of Jordans. When I got them Jordans, I was popping. And that's what it is. Your site needs to be the same way. Your site needs to, at all costs, reflect you. If it doesn't, you're going to have some serious issues. Let's take a look at this poll here and see where we are. Okay, looks like from what I'm seeing, it's a lot of folks feeling though it's either they don't have enough skill or everything, not enough time, not enough money, and not enough skill. So let's deal with this. Without knowing you, I bet all of y'all got cable. But all of you have some TV show that you just love to watch. I bet that you have been to a couple of movies this summer, probably went out to eat, probably hung out and, you know, just enjoyed yourself because it's the summer and you want to relax and have fun and be free. Ladies and gentlemen, you have time, you know, and it's a matter of really understanding that you do have as much time as you're willing to put into your situation. Unfortunately, many of us don't put in the time, and so what winds up happening is we have a bunch of excuses as to why things are not where they need to be. It's not going to let you live on that. Sorry, not what I'm going to do. Money, okay. I'm not in your pockets, but I'm pretty sure even the poorest of us can find $12. Well, Dave, what am I going to do with $12? Well, you can go to GoDaddy and you can get a site up for $12 flipping dollars. And that includes domain, hosting, and email. Now, of course, after that, it's going to go up to about $75 a year. But for that first year, you're paying $12. That's like Section 8 housing money. That's nothing. You can do that. Isn't your business worth $12? So yeah, there's no excuse. And even with that, which comes down to my next point, which is not enough skill. You could easily go and use GoDaddy, and they have like Website Tonight type of situations where you can really customize the templates and really make your site look nice. And I mean, you can do everything on the site. You can have a dynamic lead. For those of you who don't know what a dynamic lead is, because I'm going to be using some technical, nerdy, webby terms in here. A dynamic lead is when you go to a website and you look, and in that website, you'll see something like a bunch of pictures, and they'll be like, check this out because Stacy went to the beach, and then the next one will be Stacy's wearing a thong, and then the next one will be Stacy's eating a hot dog. I don't know who Stacy is or why she's at a beach wearing a thong. I just pulled that out of my ass, literally. So I don't know what's going on here. Delphine just said she's having some technical difficulties. If we could be a little bit more specific, that would be helpful to see what I'm able to do here and see what we can make happen. So I want to make sure that everybody is good, and I hope that you're definitely cool. One thing I do want to do, because I know good and well there's going to be some members of iBrain University who's going to be looking for this on the module page. So what I'm going to do right now is just take a quick second and just embed this into the module page for them. But see, I can kind of walk and chew gum at the same time, so I'm kind of used to making this thing happen without throwing you guys off. One other thing that I do want to tell you is that there's another site, and write this down if you've never heard of it. It's called Squarespace. And Squarespace is a lot like WordPress, but it's for people who don't really have a whole lot of experience. It's for people who have used the computer before, however. So if you can point and click, you can use Squarespace. So it's very important that you try that out. It's very inexpensive. It's very cool. And I definitely want you to check it out. Now, for those of you who are at iBrain University and want to know where you can go to check this out on the actual site, it is going to be in the members section under Module 3, which is building an effective website. That's what I called it. And it's going to, list everything in there. So if you go right now, you can see my happy, smiling face. I don't know if the chat interface will be in there too, but it should be pretty cool. I'm just going to just take a quick little look at it and make sure we're good. Yeah, it looks like we're good there. So let me get back in here so I can answer any chat questions. All right, Delphine's still saying she's having technical difficulties. Let me scroll down. She said I just had to refresh in order to see anything. Okay, well, sometimes at F5 button, refresh. I don't know what it is on Mac. I just use the little icon up top and kind of go from there. Your website should have a few things. Every website should have a basic layout, meaning a home page, about us, contact us. Those are the three major pages you have to have. I will add the fourth. And please write this down. If you get a pencil in case you need to erase something. I know some of y'all don't really have these anymore, but it's like a dinosaur thing. It's made with like lead and wood, and it has little rubber. They call this an eraser. I know some of y'all are not fancy enough for this, but it's an ancient thing that they've been using ever since they stopped plucking feathers off of birds and dipping them in ink. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. So grab a pencil. You want to add a page called a blog. You need a blog. Blog is short for web log, meaning a diary, a consistent page where you can constantly post things so that people can know what you're about. But see, most of you stop at home, about us, contact us. And that's where your problem is. And some of you have a website up just for ego, not to drum up business, not to optimize your situation, but strictly for ego. And when that happens, you're losing money. It is not about you. You want to be able to have a page that brings people in. You want to have a warm, inviting situation. You want to have what I call the vampire effect. Write that down, the vampire effect. See, here's why vampires are the most dangerous of any of the horror movie monsters. See, because you see Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers and The Walking Dead and the Wolfman. See, they're all scary things that can kill you. Vampires are always really attractive people. Some of them may be a little pale, some of them glitter, depending on which folklore you want to believe in, but just rock with me for a minute. See, the vampire normally it's usually out at a nightclub or it meets you somewhere and you strike up a conversation. The vampire is very charming, whether it's a male or a female, and they usually seduce you and they usually bring you back to your place. And then the next thing you know, blah. Again, I really don't have the fangs. I'm, my dental work's impeccable. So it's a bad example, but the vampire sucks you in, sucks your blood, and then it turns you into one of them. So what you want to do is have a website that draws people in, takes their money, and then turns them into a champion for you. That is what you're looking for. If your website does not do that, you have a problem, and you might want to get module 2 at iBrand University, which was done by my good friend April Beverly, and that's all about copywriting. You want to have good copy, meaning the stuff that you have on your website. Jody says, I have a separate blog. Is that okay? No. Unless you have a link from that separate blog on your actual web page. Do me a favor, Jody. Put your website on the in the chat so I can check it out, because I don't think I had a chance to grab it. And so I want to see something else here. Give me 1 second. Do 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 do. So what I want to do is see one particular thing. Let me get back here for a second. All right. Sometimes I'm just looking at things and seeing what's what. A lot of people feel it's like time and all of the above. And I gotta tell you, man, I just really broke down why, money's not the issue. Time is not the issue. It doesn't take that much. And my father, God rest his soul, very brilliant man, he would say to me, if you want something done right, pay somebody to do it. And somebody say, but I can't afford to pay somebody. Yeah, really? Listen, man, how bad do you want this business? Also on your website, another thing that most of you do not have, and I'm not going to vary too far off from the blog thing because I want to get back to that, but I need to get this out. A lot of you do not have anything to grab an email list with, and that's sinful. That's absolutely sinful. If you register for this webinar, notice you had to give me your email address in order to do that. That way I can stay in contact with you. I can check out different things and see what's what, and see how I can get things popping for you. So I'm really excited about that. And so I want to make sure that I do everything I possibly can to do every possible thing to get you to where you need to be. But you've got to, and I mean really got to, improve your condition of your website. Now, with the blog thing, the blog, she says I have my blog feeding. Oh, Tanisha says I have my blog feeding into my website. Okay, that's cool. A lot of you tend to write a whole bunch, like it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? I feel like it is critical that you have a blog. But with that blog, I think the majority of it should have video. Here's why. We live in a society where most people don't read. And if you think I'm being greasy by saying that, ask yourself why every major newspaper, publication, and website writes their articles and stories at a 4th grade level. Most people don't read. I am just saying. And yeah, I do think it's important that everybody has a blog. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're selling lingerie or you're selling hot dogs. Here's why. When you have a website, anybody can have a website now, but not everybody can be an expert. Okay? I'm an expert at what I do. I'm an expert at branding. I'm an expert at marketing. I'm an expert at positioning. And the one thing that I want you to do and what I'm trying to do is create an army of experts in whatever field that you're in. Okay? So, for example, I have a student who um, has an online business, and she sells lingeries and lingerie and sex toys and things of that nature. And I feel like it's just as important for her to have a blog as it is for somebody who is trying to write a book or whatever the case may be. And here's why. You can actually teach people how to use certain things. If you have sex toys, you can teach them how to use them, and not in a pornographic way. I mean, you can, like, use a dummy or something. I mean, I don't really want to, give instruction. That's not really where I'm going with it. But my point is, you can show people different things. If you bake cakes, you can actually show people how to make, quick little cupcakes. If you are an artist, you can show somebody how to stretch a canvas and make a pretty little abstract painting like the one behind me. There are a bunch of things that you can do that will make people endeared to you. Not only that, you'll find yourself in a situation where people will come to you for advice. And if they're coming to you for advice, then that's when you move into the next thing you need to have on your website. Now, some of you already have this, and some of you already really don't, but you need to, and it's called a store. Yes. iBrain University is an education site, and even with that, I have a store. My latest book, Pitch, Close, Upsell, Repeat, will be out in about 4 weeks. And I'm already taking pre-orders. It's an awesome book, and you'll see other things that'll pop up there, because once you have your expertise, you have to find a way to package it. And there are some easy ways to package it. It could be speaking engagements. It could be webinars like the one you're on now. It can be books, ebooks, workbook material, things of that nature. You want to find things that you can actually sell. So that's important, because you want to have different streams of income. See, most of you rely on the fact that you sell hot dogs to get you over. It's not enough to sell hot dogs. Why don't you have your own brand of mustard? Do you see where I'm going? You should have something that's easy enough to do. Promotional products are not hard to get. I have several relationships with people who have promotional products. This should not be an issue. You should really be able to look at what's going on and decide whether or not it really makes sense. Hi to everybody who just came in. I see you. What's up, Griff? I see you in here just chilling and creeping in the background. I see you, dog. Yeah, man. So I really want you to understand that you gotta honestly take some time and line up things absolutely correctly. Now, with anything, when someone's coming to your site, they're asking 3 very important questions, and you better have the answer. Those questions are, and write this down, this is very important. Question number 1, who are you? Who are you? What's your name? Where are you from? What are your interests? What's your interests are? Who you be with? I just dated myself with a 20-year-old rap song from a dead rapper, but that's okay. I love that song. But they want to know about you. I'm saying not to be personal, but be personable. Like, for example, I have a baby daughter. I have a 16-year-old. I have a wife. You don't know what sizes they wear, what kind of Pampers my youngest has, what kind of activities my oldest does. But you do know that I have a family, that I have a life. Like, I'm not just some nerd sitting in front of a computer every Sunday running his mouth. There's more to me than that. So who are you is extremely important. Next question. They want to know, what do you do? What is your purpose? What's the purpose of the site? What are the things that make you distinguishable from anybody else? I mean, there are a bunch of people who sell hamburgers, but McDonald's sells billions. So you want to find a way to distinguish yourself. Maybe you're like DQ. You have Dairy Queen. You're trying to sell more Blizzards and snow cones or whatever else, but you have a burger that is called the Flamethrower because it has a little jalapeno kick to it. You have to find something different. Wendy's burgers are square, which I just don't get, but okay. And honestly, they just taste like burger meat. Like they don't have any seasoning to them. I've never really been impressed with a Wendy's burger. The junior bacon cheeseburgers are pretty good, but I think that's more because of the bacon. Okay, and I like the Baconator, but other than that, So, who are you? What do you do? Meaning, what is your level of expertise? How do you make things happen? And the most important question of all, why should I care? And when I say why should I care, it's not like why should I care like, oh, impress me, dance, little man or one little woman. It's more, why should I take my wallet and spend my hard-earned money with you versus somebody else? Why is it when there's somebody who is cheaper than you are that I should spend my money with you? What is making you so special? And honestly, if you can't answer that question, you really don't need to have a website yet. You really need to go back into some R&D, meaning research and development. So those are just a few things that everybody should have. You know, you want to make sure that you are setting yourself up to solve a problem. That's what every successful business does. Walmart solves 100 problems. You know, if you need an extension cord, you can go to Walmart. You need some groceries, you can go to Walmart. You need a phone, you can go to Walmart. Want some video games? Walmart. Same thing with Target. You know, find a problem, solve it. Find the people who have that problem and solve it better than everybody else. That is how you make your money. Okay? You want to be able to create articles and things that will make people interested, and you want to get people to come back. That way, if they're reading your blog, then they might just mosey on over to your store and buy something. Do you see how you have that? Vampirism, the vampire effect. Work with me, people. Work with me. We go, oh, you're going to get this work today. Yeah, buddy. Because I'm here to tell you, man, it is absolutely critical for you to make sure that these people know that you know what you're doing and that you are the expert. Another thing that I feel is extremely important for you is you don't want to take up valuable gigabytes and megabytes and megahertz and Wi-Fi space with stuff that nobody cares about. And not only nobody cares about, but just because something's hot doesn't mean that you need to be the one doing it. Here's the thing. I'm a professional wrestling historian. I'm not an MMA person. Like, I love Ronda Rousey. I think Ronda Rousey is completely awesome. I know who Chuck Liddell is. I'm very familiar with, Kimbo Slice and, when Brock Lesnar was in there. Of course, CM Punk's in the UFC, so I'm a big fan of his. But I'm a wrestling historian. There's a reason I don't write for, like, the MMA online sites, but I do write for wrestling sites because that's my lane. It is utterly ridiculous for you to do something that's not in your lane. If you don't know a damn thing about MMA, why are you writing about MMA? Why are you trying to teach people how to get an MMA body if you don't know what it is to ground and pound? But there are a lot of people doing that. Oh, because it's the cute little new thing to do. Well, if Becky was jumping off a bridge, would you do so too? Some of y'all might say yes, and there's a problem. So you want to make sure that you don't do that. I can't stress to you enough how important that is, though. So it's just extremely important for me to make sure that you are doing the right thing. And so I want to make sure that you're good and that you're happy. And I want to make sure that everything is coming along for you. And of course, when I'm looking for something, I can never find it. Why? Because that would be too much like right. All right, so let's see here. The next thing I want to tell you, and this is extremely important, and I touched on this earlier, find a very good web host. Wix, Weebly, any of that kind of crap, garbage. GoDaddy or better. My man Len Mobley, he actually has a hosting service. I don't have all the details, and right now he's off on vacation. So I can't really get those to you. I apologize for that, but I will be posting them up in iBrain University, so you can check that out. But I do recommend GoDaddy, because GoDaddy is extremely important. So that's one thing that I'm big on. You gotta have that. So, and I hope you're writing these tips down because I got a crap ton of them. Okay. I've already talked to you about having money to invest. Even if you just took $20 a paycheck, just $20 a paycheck, forego that god awful overrated Starbucks coffee you love so much. You know, make your lip gloss stretch by going to like the drugstore or the gas station and just get some really glossy Carmex, ladies, and put $20 a check away just to invest in your website. Now, I do believe you need to have a lot of content. I believe content is everything. With this, because I do these webinars live and supplementarily, in case, without any physical restrictions of, I'm dealing with health issues or dealing with my baby, every week I try to have a conference call. And I make those conference calls free for people who are students and people who aren't students so that they can get the message, because it's hard for somebody to kind of relay what I do to somebody if they haven't actually seen it or actually heard it. And so I spend a lot of time just giving. Like, I will literally, on a conference call, fix your business. And then I take those calls and I put those calls into the student section of iBrain University so that people can, reference them later and it's like write down tips. I want to have plenty of content there. If there's nothing there for people to see, why the hell would they come and buy from you? Why the hell would they come back to your site? They've seen everything you've got to show them, and it don't seem to be much. So you got to get yourself to a point where you say, you know what, I want to give them something. There's an old adage called "content is king." I want you to write that down. Content is king. Meaning that you have to have a lot of content up, a lot of things for people to see, and that should be your number one priority. That is what business experts say. They're fucking wrong. Content is not king. I am going to show you who the king is. Hang on one second. I'm not an artist, but I play one on the internet. So I'm going to make myself just like a little makeshift janky crown with my pencil here, and I am going to show you who the real king is when it comes to your website. Traffic is king. See, that's my little crown. I know it kind of looks like stick figures holding up somebody that don't have like a little stick figure body, because I told you I'm not an artist, so y'all got to just kind of rock with me. Traffic is king. You want to have lots and lots of traffic. Okay, bloggers will tell you otherwise. Traffic is the hardest thing you will ever do. Well, Dave, how do I get people to my website? Oh, man. You have to make sure that you're targeting, and I mean laser targeting your audience. You have to know who your audience is, what they like to eat, what they like to do, how that ties into you, and go from there. Now, even if you have things to monetize your website, meaning you have banner ads or you're doing some co-op advertising, things of that nature, you can have no traffic and exceptional content, and you will make a big fat goose egg. You can have traffic and no content, you'll make some money, but if you have traffic and really good content, that's when you start balling out the gym, people. You want to have traffic and good content. So how do you get traffic? You put yourself out there, you advertise, you blog, you jump on podcasts, you don't turn your nose up at any opportunity to see people. You start saying, hey, go to my website, I might have this. You find things that are exclusive to you and then give them to people. You use your social media for what it is used for and what it's supposed to be used for, which is being social. Many times we don't. What do? We like to post selfies. We want to look cute. Hold on one second. Jody is saying, hey, I have the GoDaddy online store, not the website. It's a template. Should I change to the full website? Jody, I need to go back up and take a look at your website before I answer that question. Matter of fact, you're about to be my first contestant on the Summer Jam screen. So as I'm seeing this, everybody else is going to see this. So let me get that in place here. And we, my friend, are going to look at your site. Look at your site. Look at your site. Oh. Looking at your site. Okay, let me take a look. got that there, and a couple of la-di-das. Jody site needs some repair in the magical land of Oz. I'm sorry, this is just what I do to entertain myself while I'm entertaining y'all. So I am going to share my screen. And we got the infinity effect. That's creepy. All right, so I'm looking at this for the first time. This is Jody's site, blackpearlcrochet.com. Solid name. So I take it this is like all crochet designs. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to go through this site page by page, brick by brick, JPEG by JPEG very quickly. All right, so I like the tagline, releasing your inner hippie since 2001. So you want to have a really nice creative tagline that's always good for branding. Not that we're doing a branding webinar today, but this is a really good point. A lot of times you guys don't have a tagline. Taglines are very important. I also like the fact that her logo, if you look at it, it's very plain, but it looks like it was written. So it actually leads to the fact it makes you think of something that's homemade, something that's made by hand. See, there's still a thought process here. And with that, you also can tell that there's there's lots of crochet stuff, and then she's showing some stuff here, and then she has the featured products. I wonder if Jody's from New Orleans because she has that this little marquee here. So I'm just looking here, and I know what a shop is. I'm not really concerned about the shop. Let's check out the story. I started Black Pearl Creations in 2001. Who is I? What is your name? Hi, I'm Jody. I started Black Pearl Creations in 2001. I started by making American flag throws for servicemen overseas. Awesome. Even though satisfying, I wanted to use more colors and branched out into other throws. The migration of clothing was inevitable as I bore easily. Who doesn't? That's the main reason for my limited production runs, meaning that you have things that are, I would change the word limited to exclusive and, time sensitive, limited time production runs. After creating a couple of items, I never want to make it again. Make sure you put this in bold so that people get the message. Maybe put it in italics. I hope you're writing this down because I can't really repeat it. This is just like a stream of consciousness thing for me. This is how I operate. Sorry about it. One may think that growing up in England, I would be averse to grays, browns, and blacks. But when I think I did grow up in England, that my attraction to color is obvious as a manifestation of my rebellion to tradition. I'm very conservative by nature. Crocheting allows me to break out of my comfort zone and get wild with color. Right. That means we need more color on this white clinical site. Black Pearl is now evolving into an urban bohemian line. I hate the word urban. Urban is keyword for black, and there's nothing wrong with being black. I'm black. I love being black. But what you don't want to do is put people in a mindset where your situation is janky, because people try to associate black people with low quality, and that's not a good look. The rustic buttons, fringe, and colors are lending themselves to the brand that is Black Pearl. I'm not going to get into the video right now because that's just going to take up too much time. I just want to take a look. Okay, you look like you have a lot of things. I want to see what you have for men, just out of curiosity. Purple and green tweed scarf for men, color block tweed scarf. Oh, brother ain't really into the scarves that tough, but okay, all right. And let's see button scarves, and I mean, you got some really nice stuff here. I see you using yourself as a model. That's fine. Smile, damn it. This looks like somebody forgot. This looks like you're just miserable with your life. Stop. And trust me, these critiques are not me being greasy, but does this look like somebody who's happy to be wearing that? Or does it look like somebody who just got bundled up by their damn mama? So that's what we have to start thinking about when we do this. So hopefully that gives you some insight. I hope that helps. And I'm going to keep going, through this. One thing that I will tell you, and for those of you who are on this webinar, I think it's important that you do spend a good part of your time, half learning and the other half doing. You want to be able to make sure that you're an expert in what you're doing. And I'm not saying you need to learn your website, but you need to learn your craft. You need to be in a place where nobody knows more about what you do than you do. And if they do, those people are so untouchable that no one would ever get to them. Okay? I'm not a big fan of people acting like they know it all without any, results to put behind it, but I am a fan of people actually knowing what they know about their business. I mean, be specific about what it is that you're doing, and I think that that's extremely important and critical. So, I hope that helps folk out here. Oh, by the way, if you have any questions, you can always put them in the chat. I do not mind stopping for questions. Not at all. I am very excited to talk to folks, and I'm always excited to going in and out. Is everybody still able to hear? Put a yes in the chat room for me to make sure that you can hear me all right. Make sure everything is cool. Because there's some folks who just for some reason just we're having some difficulties, so that would really be helpful. Let me know what's going on here. All right. So let's see here. You want to make sure, there's a lot of quote unquote gurus out here. A lot of them are on Fiverr and things of that nature. I'm not a fan of the gurus. I myself am not a guru. I'm an expert. There's a world of difference. If you can give somebody all of your $1 billion secrets for $20, something don't sound right. I'm just not here for it. And I'm telling you, the only way that they make money is by sending you a bunch of shit that you're never going to be able to apply. So stay away from gurus who aren't really about that life. And you'll begin to learn, because every time you turn around, they got some product that just don't make any sense and it ain't really helping you. So I want you to really take that into consideration. I do think that you should take a little time and learn some SEO, search engine optimization. You want to have those keywords on your back end, and every website should have a back end. If you don't know how to do it, there are plenty of people who can show you SEO and get into optimizing it. Now you have something called Hummingbird done. That's Google's latest algorithm. You're going to be hearing a lot of stuff talking about right from humans and not for search engines. No, right for search engines because humans are using search engines. So make sure you do that. And you want to do a keyword search in your particular niche to see what words are helpful and how that's going to really break down. Jody said that's why I have a model now. Jody, by the way, I'm sorry if anything I said offended you. Because don't get me wrong, you're a pretty girl, but you're just like this. More like, you're not really. You're looking like you're utterly miserable. Look like somebody kidnapped you. Like all you needed was a sign that was just like, "Help me." If you don't put $50,000 in a duffel bag and leave it in Park Avenue, they're going to send me back to you in pieces. No, I'm sorry. Oh man, I do know like there is a bit of a delay from when I talk to when you guys get it, so kind of bear with me. But if you have any questions, feel free to put them up in the chat for me, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Now, one thing I did want to let you know, okay, is that I'm definitely excited to be able to show you a few different things. And so I saw some other websites that I was asked to, look at, and I am going to do that right now. I'm going to get into just a couple of more websites, and show you a couple of things here that will kind of give you an idea in real time what it looks like. And these are just people who I asked, to submit their websites to me so we can talk about, what can be worked on and what works well and that kind of thing. So Let's see here. I am going to go to this site. Give me 1 second. And we'll go here. And we'll do that. And then we will go to this site. This is buyexecutivedesign.com. And looking at it, they have a dynamic lead, but it's not leading anywhere. It's just a bunch of abstract things, thinking, brain trust type of things. I don't know if that's an arm or back or an elbow or what that was. There's a quote from Winston Churchill there. However beautiful the strategy, you should occasionally look at the results. Cool quote. All right. So let's see here. Ladies and gentlemen, I direct your attention to the bottom of the screen. We've got a Wix site. And now, on the positive, it's one of the better Wix sites I've seen, but it's still a Wix site, and that's never cool. Because people look at that, and if they see that you have a Wix site, but I'm trying to see exactly what this person does. Okay, so this looks like this is some recent news: guest bartending events, support, schools, fundraising. I'm still not sure what this site is for. Let's keep digging. So we went to client news. I'm just going to go thing by thing. And keep in mind, I haven't looked at these ahead of time and prepared a bunch of notes. So whatever I'm seeing, it's what I'm reacting to. So this is just my knee-jerk reaction. It looks like there's a pop-up. Ugh! It's a blatant cornball pop-up. Join our mailing list. Why? What is my incentive to join your mailing list? What do I get from joining your mailing list? How does that help me? What am I getting for joining your mailing list? What are you going to be sending me? What do you do? I don't know. There's an article here about how to get to a winning testimonial, tips on social media engagement. Okay. Works. Okay. I guess these are events, or these might be some graphic design work. All right, and let's just take about here. It looks like we have branding and strategy. Okay, let's see here. A brand reaches beyond the company's logo, colors, and business name. An organization's brand is the sum of its employees, reputation, emotion, social responsibility, and more that separates you from the competition. By Executive Design LLC will help you identify core values, passions, and translate them into a customer-focused brand. However beautiful. Okay, that's that again. Then Winston Churchill Winston Churchill should, if he was still alive, cut these folks a check. There's some Winston Churchill fans. And then down here, if in really, really tiny flipping print, it says, that gives me the definition of strategy: a careful plan or method for achieving a particular goal, usually over a long period of time. Okay, I think that's content and creativity that I'm clicking on. My crown is called content, a crown that seldom kings enjoy. Okay. That is content, not content. Oh, okay. Content means, in Shakespeare, when he was saying that, he was talking about contentment, being happy, being thrilled, not content, meaning things that I can give you that will engage and inspire and motivate. Lord have mercy. Make sure if you're going to use a quote, use it in its proper context. Customer engagement helps move the customers from the need category of the selling process to purchase. Effective customer engagement involves consistent and transparent communication, continue to purchase, blah, 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 blah. Creativity is taking the mundane to find the fabulous. By Executive Design LLC, it specializes in printed corporate branded materials to deliver a consistent message, look and feel across products. Let's work together and develop a custom style guide, compelling promotional materials that quickly explains the benefits of your company's products and services. It took me 5 pages to find out what it is you do. That is not acceptable. And if you're doing brand strategy, even if you're on the, product development, printed materials end of it, I need more color than this. This is not going to move the needle. I see there's a phone number and there's an email here. I would click on your Facebook links, but I just don't feel like it. Okay. I'm gonna just, yeah, okay, let me get back here. Whew. Okay, yeah, that was a site. Don't get me wrong, I'm not, shitting on anybody's efforts, but I believe in being honest. Who are you? What do you do? Why should I care? Were you guys as lost as I was in the beginning of looking at that site? Because I know I can't be the only one, but I'm not the only one. I'm just saying. Jody says, I don't like my smile. My model was much better at smiling. All right. You really have to take into consideration what it is that you're doing and what that looks like. And so you want to at all costs. Now, if you are doing something internationally, currency conversion, that's usually the other person's problem, just in case anybody asks. If you want to put a currency converter on the site for somebody who is in the UK or Canada or wherever it is that you choose to ship, depending on international restrictions and things of that nature, then go ahead and put one up. But some of that stuff people should already know. When you're buying something from the US, there is a conversion rate for how much it's going to cost them where they are, And for example, if you're doing US to Canada, just off the top of my head, I can tell you, every US dollar is $1.31 in Canada. So something that would cost $2.99 usually will run them about $3.92 or something crazy like that off the top of my head. I'm not super good at math, but that's my that is my basic rundown. So I want to know at this point, what questions do you have? Is there anything that I haven't answered for you yet that you were looking for? I'd definitely like to make sure that you get what you need. One thing that I will tell you is never be afraid to put your product out there. Basically, even though I do branding and marketing development and all that good stuff, here's what I am. I'm a salesman. I sell. That is my job. And my job consists of, what I call the 4 tiers of the David Anderson selling strategy, which is pitch, close, upsell, repeat. Pitch. Hey, my name is Dave Anderson. I'm calling you today to make sure that you have everything that you need, and whatever you need right now, I'd like to provide it for you. I have this wonderful wallet here. This wallet, it will hold all your stuff. Not to mention, it has an RFID decoder so that nobody can take your information and scrap it. You're set to go. I can keep all of my cards in here. I have literally about like 30 cards in this wallet. Everything from my Kohl's charge to my Blue Cross situation, a myriad of different credit cards, driver's licenses, lots of Google Wallet cards, all this kind of stuff. So you can see how much this teeny tiny little wallet holds. And you know what the best thing about this wallet is? It's not even the wallet part. It's not even the fact that it protects you from having your information stolen, but it's this little metal piece right here, because this is an actual phone charger. So I can charge my iPhone just by taking this out, putting it here, and then I don't have to worry about running out of juice, so I can talk on my phone. It's convenient. I got my wallet with me. Everybody's rocking and rolling. So I'm telling you right now, normally that runs about $35.99, but right now I'm going to let you have it for $15. So are you going to pay with that cash or credit card? That is a pitch. Not the world's best pitch, but pretty flipping good off the top of my head. That is a pitch. I also just closed. I said, paper or plastic, cash or credit card, whatever the case may be. Those are examples of closes. Now, if you since you got this, the other thing I want to give you is, I know that you're an Eagles fan, so for your iPhone, I wanted to just go ahead and give this to you since you're buying this. It's a Philadelphia Eagles iPhone case, and It's just another $5. So we'll go ahead and toss that in for you. I mean, you can't be without it. I mean, this season's going to be a great season for us, right? Right. That is called an upsell. So I literally just sold you a wallet, gave you all the benefits, told you, asked you how you were going to pay for it. Now that I've already got your money, then what I went ahead and did was I sweetened the deal by giving you something else that I know you need, or at least one. And since you've already bought, the hard part's over, so you're going to buy something else. So that's kind of how that works. And there's a bunch of strategies that I have. And if you're saying to yourself, well, I'm not a salesperson, don't have a business. Please log out right now. Because if you're not a salesperson, then I don't know what you're here for. Because if you want people to buy your stuff, you better learn how to sell. And if you don't know how to sell, if you're having issues with learning how to sell, well, I have a solution for you. It is called Pitch, Close, Upsell, Repeat. Yes. And you can pre-order the book right now. Right now, you can pre-order that book right now, and it's going for $9.99. When it is released in September, it will be $24.99. And I break down every type of pitch, my best closes, pitches that don't work, pitches that do work, how to close, how to upsell, and how to create a process so that even if you die, somebody can come right along, follow that process, and keep it going. So you definitely want to go ahead and grab that, because it's definitely worth it. And this is the last day for pre-sales of the book at that rate. So it's really cool too. And you can get the ebook version, or you can get the paperback. And I wrote this book simply because most people are so scared of selling. They're absolutely scared of selling. So I want to make sure that you guys go ahead and get that. So let me know if you saw that offer, you were able to pick that up. Please let me know so that I can take a look here. All right. If everybody's enjoying the webinar so far, let me know. There's a couple other things that I wanted to get to. A couple other sites that I wanted to show you. Just put a quick yes in there if you are enjoying yourself. If you're getting some good information here, definitely want to know that I'm not wasting my time or my breath, because that would suck. Yeah, buddy. All right, see folks just still coming in. Hey, how's it going? Hope all is well. Hope that you are enjoying yourselves. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday afternoon. I don't even know what day it is. You want to know why? Because I am too busy working. Workity work, work, work. That is what we do. So without further ado, I'm going to get into another website and see what we have here. So bear with me. I am going to share my screen. Hopefully folks can hear me, and that we are going to go ahead and move on to another thing. And hi, Linda. I'm glad that you're enjoying the webinar. I appreciate that. I'm going to do this next. I want to do this next website, and then we're going to talk about ads and why ads are important and are a critical part of your business. And one other thing that I do want to ask you guys is, if you are enjoying the webinar, please spread the word. I really appreciate it when people talk about me, because I know I'm a bit brash, I'm a bit unorthodox, but I feel like I'm not here to hug you. I'm not a Care Bear. I'm more of a grizzly, but I just have such a handsome, happy face. But no, seriously, I want to make sure that people are really getting their money's worth. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take another look at another site, and we are going to do it right now. So this is a site called the Panhandle Bag. First thing I notice is that you have a lot of stuff here. There's a home tab, shop tab, about us, recipes, contact, blog. I'm going to turn the volume down, but I do want to see what the video looks like. And there's somebody in there. And they, so they have some food here, and they're pulling it out of the oven. I feel like I'm giving play-by-play for a football game. And so they open up the Panhandler bag, and they take the bag, and they just put the meal right in the bag, and then they just go ahead and they take it and they zip it up, and she's heading out the door with her spoons and everything else in the bag. She's gonna put the bag. Oh, she's gonna put the bag in the car. That's not gonna be good. She's gonna put the bag in the car. Oh my gosh, put the bag in the car. Oh, she's walking up the steps. She bringing it. Oh, she going to a party and feed some other people who are too lazy to cook for their damn selves. That's awesome. Oh, she's dipping down. It's just time to serve. Nice. Professional looking video. Very cool. All right. So you go down here. So you kind of get an idea off the top. That's why video is so important. Remember I was talking about why video is important? You can see that. So you got product highlights here. You can kind of see here, holds up to 9 by 13 stackable pans with lids. You can add a custom monogram for $8. Very cool. And yeah, do you notice on this website it only says copyright? You know, panhandlerbag.com. It's not giving anybody else credit. You know, Ray Ray's web design is not the place for Ray Ray to operate and advertise on your website because he built your website. Now, if you did it for free, that's a whole different ball game. But I just don't. I'd rather just pay you and be done with it. So I'm going to head over to the shop page. You can see there's a large panhandler bag, and then there's a small panhandler bag, and they have different things here. And see, it's responsive. That's just HTML. That's no Flash right there. That's just a responsive quick link, and then it pops up, shows you there. And if you wanted the monogram, you can check it out on the checkout page. Pretty cool. All right. Then about us, my kitchen. Whose kitchen? My name is. Hello. My name is. Should be a picture of you here. My kitchen was on the second floor of a 3-story. Okay, why is this here? And then also here. That looks a little redundant. So I found the first chink in the armor. Not that I'm looking, but I'm just going through this. Like I said, I don't look at any of these ahead of time. I'm just looking with you. You want to make sure that I'm not expecting you to turn into an English professor. Just watch out for the grammatical errors, and also watch out for things like this to happen. Unless there's some kind of purpose that I don't know about, I don't get it. So there's a little about us situation. You can put your bags in there. That's really cool. Notice that even though they sell bags, they have a whole recipe center. You want to know why? Because people like to cook. You can see that, right? There's recipes here, so you can kind of get that kind of stuff in. And sweet potato casserole. See, this is all stuff that people can then cook and then put in their panhandler bag and take to their friends. You know, so that's extremely important. So, you know, this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Give people something that they're not expecting that ties into what you do. That puts you in an expert category. You know, they're selling bags, but they're also selling you the idea that these are things that you can put in that bag, which is why you need the bag in the first place. All right, so I'm going to hit that. See, I have a button to return to the top. Very convenient. Contact information is here, so you can. This is what you call a form fill. You just put your name here, email here, you know, blah 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 at mybutt.org, and then message, love it, and then you would click submit. I'm not going to, but that's just what that is. Okay. Blog, so you want to make sure that you have something there in the archives. And then there's a frequently asked questions thing. You should always have a frequently asked questions thing, especially if you're any kind of e-commerce site. That is critical. Absolutely critical, people. If you do not have one, you're losing out. So that is another site here, and I'm going to come back, and boom, I'm back. No, now people are asking me about ads. Should you do ads? Yes, and you have to find out what works best for you. For some people, it's Google ads. Some people like to advertise on Twitter. Some people like to advertise on Facebook. Some people like to do what are some of my favorite things to do, which are advertorials. Now, in case you don't know what an advertorial is, and I'm going to put that in the chat room so that you don't have to wonder, ADVERTOR. Advertorial. Advert as advertisement. Torial as an editorial. So you take an advertisement, meaning an ad, and an editorial, and you put those together. So people who have blogs, you pay them a small fee, and then they write a blog about you, or they interview you, or you hop on somebody's radio show and they interview you. And even if you don't really have a lot of that, what people want to see is your ability to hold a hold a conversation. They want to be able to see how you react with the media. One of the things I do at iBrain University, as you well know, because I have over 25 years of media experience, I train people how to deal with the media, not to go out and book like TJ does. That's not my specialty, but my specialty is radio. So I book for radio. I also teach you how to conduct an interview, how to center yourself, how to speak in little teeny tiny sound bites. And so I'm really excited. Kelly says, hey, I've been to that site 10 times just to watch the video. Yeah, that video is making me hungry. Matter of fact, as soon as this is over with, I'm ordering some food. So, man, I got to tell you, this is one of the best joys of my life for a very long time. And this has nothing to do with websites, but I feel like I need to be honest with you. For a very long time, I wasn't really living in my purpose. I was doing, I was entertaining people, and I thought that that was my job. Like that was going to be my life. I was going to entertain the masses and, really do that. Like I was going to be that guy. Like before Charlemagne was Charlemagne, there was me. And Charlemagne is one of my best friends. And that's what I did. I did straight up shock jockery. Every single question you could ask, I've asked. I've pissed off every record label you can think of. I've been fired from a lot of different radio stations for my mouth, as you can imagine if you've ever seen me online or checked out any of my YouTube videos. But this right here, teaching people and really getting into your business and helping you take your business to another level, it really does me a whole lot of joy. So I thank you for allowing me to do that. I am going to get to some more videos, but I do think that it's important that you advertise. I recommend advertorials because it gets you out there. It gets you some opportunities. So it's twofold. You get to see humanity, and people don't like to be pitched to. Think about it. When you're on Facebook, you do this. You literally do this. You put a hand here and you put a hand here because you don't want to see the margins. You want to look right in the middle here. You want to be right in the middle. Ooh, 3D. Ooh. See, this is why I'm not on drugs, because if I was on drugs, I'd be a loon for real. So, no, seriously, I really think it's important for you to do advertorials. I think that you should sponsor some ads. I'm not a big fan of post boosting because it doesn't really get you a whole lot of results. But I feel like if you have good, fun content, good, helpful tips, things that are constantly giving. See, here's the thing, right? 90% of what I do is giving. 10% of what I do is selling. Actually, 8%, because 2% of what I do is closing. So 90% giving, 8% selling, 2% closing. And then, upsells is part of the close to me. And then, it is what it is. I really want you to find out what works best for you. Honestly, for the money that you spend doing other things, you could probably advertise on radio and really make some money, but that's a conversation and a webinar for another day. I promised some people that I would get through these websites, so that's what I want to do now. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat room. I see you guys in there. Kelly said, definitely not a waste, loving this. Kelly was one of my very first students. She's doing very, very well. She can tell you that iBrain University is definitely, well worth it. And I wanted to create something because there are a lot of people who don't have, $5,000 a month to spend on branding this situation. But I wanted to create something where you would be able to get some value and really get some honest information, not just some fluff little puff piece bullshit that you can't really use, but some really, honest, direct information that's going to help you and empower you if you choose to use it. See, that's the thing. You can have a gun locked, cocked, and loaded, and the zombies could be coming, but that gun doesn't do you any good if you don't know how to fire it, or if you don't even bother to pick it up, clean the gun, put the bullets in it, load it. You don't do any of that, then that's your fault. And that's something that we really need to get better at. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm just going to run through some more sites, and we're going to rock and roll. So, again, if you have any questions, anything like that, then please feel free to give me a holler here. Okay. So this is, and what I did was when people just gave me their websites, I literally just put them up and just went down. So I'm just going through this. Okay, TanishaBundy.com. Um, one second. All right, so I don't know what Tanisha does. I do see that there's some kind of poster. I see that there's some kind of event here, 8/15/15. So that's something she's pushing. Fashion show. Where is it on this website? Like where's the fashion show? Okay, so she's a fashion stylist. Okay, that's great. Tanisha's anticipating your call. Contact her today. Who is Tanisha Bundy? Okay, who are you? Why do you care? All that good stuff. Professional fashion stylist. See, there's a lot of things that she does right, and there's a lot of things she does wrong. One thing that I do like is that it is colorful. This right here, like not that this part right here, this part is a little too small for my taste. This is a little too big from like this is like massive. This is like extremely massive as far as I'm concerned. I like this. I like that she separated and did this in a different color, which is what some of y'all need to do to make sure that your websites don't look like run-on sentences. And that's one more thing I'm gonna get to. But here's the thing, right? If you are a fashion stylist, and this goes for all fashion stylists, I like that she has an email list. She does have her fees listed, and then she has all this stuff here: add to cart, personal styling, this, that, and the third. What is with y'all with these pictures of people not smiling? This woman looks constipated. She looks like she don't want to get married. This woman looks like she's had enough and she's ready to go. She looks okay there, but she still doesn't look comfortable. She looked like she just got caught out there. Oh, now that's an interesting ensemble. But this picture right here, that one, $75 an hour for closet checkup. I mean, I like that, but it's got to be more here. And of course, Pookie and Ray and Earl want to make sure they advertise their website. And I guess this is her business card front and back. Okay, that's cool. If you are a stylist, if you do a type of service that's personal and that's subjective and that shows off any kind of fashion or dealing with the public, anything like that, I'm going to turn this off real quick and I'm going to go back here and I'm going to tell you, you need video. Absolutely. Video. If you do not have video, no one will pay you what you think you're worth. If they do, then they just don't know any better. But you need video. You need somebody to say, hey, yeah, I want that person to style me. I want that person to take my regular closet and make it look like something. So definitely want to make sure that you guys understand that. So it's extremely important. And I'm really excited to let you guys know that, because establishing yourself as an expert is one of the most important things that you can do. And if you don't do that, you're going to find yourself shit out of luck by somebody who has had the smarts to do it. So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that. And video does that, because a picture's worth 1,000 words, a video's worth 1,000,000. That's a t-shirt. Picture's worth 1,000 words, a video's worth 1,000,000. Dave Anderson, mark it, quote it. Let me get to a couple of more websites, because I definitely want to do that. Questions, comments, or concerns, you can put them in the chat. And I am going to go share my screen. And here comes the creepy stuff. All right, so AmadiServices.com is next on the deck here. Our products here, services, customer feedback gallery, about us. So we're going to go down here. We provide a variety of services. Our main active ingredients is our shea butter, blah, 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 not just masks. And we want to make sure your scalp is healthy, okay? And you have wigs, okay? So apparently this is like hair care. See, they got the eGrassroots shout out, not bad at that. It's a Google site. Everybody has to start somewhere. Just don't end up there. And if people are spending their money and you want to, let me see the prices. I'm just going to go right to the store. Here's why I'm going to the store, and I'm going to make this very, very clean. Hold on one second. Let's check out the products. Okay, so they got that. Okay, $11.99 for that. Sample. They $2 for a sample jar. Let's see here. Hair services. Confirmation. Okay. Oh, see, this is why we don't do Google sites. See how that's a glitchity glitch. That's not cool. Confidential consultation, custom wigs and installation. Where are you located? Who are you? Why should I care? What kind of hair is best for you? See, do you see how long this is? And it just keeps going and 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 going. I'm not trying to read all that. And I'm an avid reader. I don't like the look of it. You can't inundate people with that much information. That's why you have a blog, because everything is its own separate and unique post. Like boom, boom, boom. Not in the beginning, God said, let there be light, and then there was light, and then Cain killed Abel and Eve and the apple and the serpent, and then Moses and the promised land, and the parting of the Red Sea, let my people go. Like, I mean, by the time you get to Jesus on the cross, there's a resurrection. I mean, good Lord, it's a lot, man. Can't do it. Okay, so now we're getting to about us. Okay, so great story. Have a happy picture. Smiling. This one I understand because she's talking about how she battled cancer. And God bless anybody who's a cancer conqueror. Real rap. Everybody finds their purpose sometimes through tragedy, and that's a beautiful, wonderful thing. But you got to have a picture that doesn't, make you look like you're tired or you're not interested in people. You want to be able to smile a little bit. Or if you have a straight face, you should look happy. Okay, let's check out some customer feedback. Look, it's supposed to be a video review there from Jody. And look, can't have it. There's just nothing there. You need permission, and nobody got time for that. Anybody got time for that? Stuff here. Okay, get some testimonials. That's another thing most of you need to have. Lots of testimonials on your site. You want to make sure you have plenty of testimonials. If you do not have testimonials, you need to get them right away. Okay, so there's a gallery here. Just want to take a look at the gallery real quick. Okay, so there's a couple videos. That's good. All right, so we're looking here. Stumbled across this young lady on YouTube. Okay, so they're using that's called piggybacking. When you use somebody else's content in order to enhance your content, then there's a contact us screen. Of course, there's another form filled there. So there's that, and then here we go here, and boom. So yeah, good site overall. Get it off of Google. Put some smiles on your face. Change up the pictures, make them look a little bit more presentable. I hate that background. The background is absolutely horrid. But overall, good job with the testimonials, having some video there. Need more video of you. Why are you the expert? Why should I buy your shea butter? Make sure that everything on your site is clicking and working. If it's not, you need to get that fixed. I actually put up a link the other day, and my man Griff, he hit me up like, hey, yo, your link is broken. I was like, oh my God. That's like my slow motion dramatic reenactment. But I heard everyone went clickety clack, click, click, clack, 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 clickety clack, and got that taken care of. So that's something that I definitely think you would want to do. If you have questions, I'm going to just take a quick breather. Go ahead and ask your questions in the chat, and I will be happy to answer you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I don't even know why I did that, but it's kind of fun. But again, man, I want to make sure that you guys are getting value out of this. And while you guys are posting your questions, I want to let you know that, you know, iBrain University is my labor of love. I do this because nobody was willing to tell me a damn thing about business. And I mean, I went to business school, you know, I went to college, all that good stuff. Excuse me. You know, I read books, stuff like that. But a lot of what I found out was backbreaking trial and error, lots of hard work. And I got to tell you, it's not easy. It is not easy doing what I have to do. So I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that you see some value out of this. If you see some value in what I'm doing today, and you think that it makes some sense to you, just put a yeah in the chat room. If you don't see any value in what I'm doing, you think that it's not worth you know, spending your time on, let me know that too, and let me know why. Tell me what I can do to improve. I'm not above criticism. I want to make sure that I'm doing right by you. I want to make sure that you're getting information that is going to be impactful and helpful to you, because that's all I want to do. I'm definitely here to serve. So I would definitely love to know what you're thinking and how you are helping. You know, so I want to make sure we get that you know, get that out there and get that kind of stuff knocked out. So it's you know, it's very important. I hope that this is helping you guys. All right, because there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm waiting on that. So while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and because I want to make sure I get everybody's reviews that I promised. So let's see here. I got what is this? This one. Oh, okay, that's a good one. I'll save this one here. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and share my screen. Put that over here. And we're going to go here. So this is DelphineTransportation.com. Now, I know Delphine Foster. She owns a trucking service. That's her there, and that's her trucks. She owns a trucking service where, you know, she delivers stuff. She carries stuff. And home, about us, contact us. So let's go to about us and services, what that looks like. Delphine Transportation, fast growth, African American women, trucking company, provide truckload services, Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, our experienced, courteous staff, available, blah, 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 dedicated staff. You can feel secure in knowing your freight is being handled by professionals, blah, 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 blah. Services, expedited, transport, freight, intermodal. So for people who are looking for trucks, that's cool. And then, of course, Pookie, Ray, and Earl want to make sure you knew who designed the goddamn site. Ugh, that irks me. And then the contact page, let's see what we got here. Baby, does he do it for you? I used to live in Arlington, believe it or not, for those of you who don't know. You know, when you're in radio, you travel all over the country. But yeah, so there's different locations. They have different hubs. It's very cool. Get the information. There's a form fill here, and you have an 800 number. And notice the 800 number is 8448 Delphine. So she made sure that she got her name, which is kind of cool. And you can kind of break that down. And she broke it down for people who realize, well, that's just it. And it has more than one, you know, and you know how those people are. So you want to make sure that you just spell that out for folks. So that's definitely cool. Need to know more about you. Need to know more about your history. Why do people care? Are you an expert? Those kind of things. What's the difference between trucking with a black woman and trucking with a white man? Like, you know, that's the kind of stuff that people care about. So, you know, good, honest questions. And Griff said he wants to talk to me this evening. Yeah, we can definitely talk there, Grifster. I got you covered. It's not a big deal at all. And you know, we can rock and roll. And hopefully you got my box ready, bro, because I need my box. And you know what I mean. So that's that. I hope everybody is really enjoying themselves, getting some good quality information. So I hope these tips, and as I'm critiquing these websites, you guys are taking notes and things of that nature. Angel says, I've heard you mention these few points. Who you are, what do you do, and why should I care? Is this like a brief template of critical pieces we should always use when designing our sites? Abso-flippin-lutely. It is how I live. Why do you think I started off this webinar by saying, hey, my name is Dave Anderson. I've been a broadcast professional. I am a marketing and branding expert. I help people take their businesses to the next level. I think that it's very important for you to understand that I can help you take your businesses to places you never thought they could go because your vision is not expansive enough. And so my job is to dig into your brain, find the good stuff, and then suck it out of you, and then take that and mold that clay into something even bigger. That's what I do. Who am I? What do I do? Why should you care? I'm Dave Anderson. I'm a branding expert. I make businesses better. What do I do? Kick ass, take names, snap necks, cash checks. That's what I do. Why should you care? Because I can take your business to a place where, well, let's face it, if you don't hire me, your competition damn sure will. And I have no problem doing it, none whatsoever. So it's extremely important that you understand that that's what you base everything on, because that's what you have every single interaction. You think I'm lying? Watch this. I'm hungry. Where should I go to eat? And you're driving along and you see something here, and then all of a sudden you see a big red sign with golden arches on it. You say, McDonald's. And you drive in there because it's brand recognition. You already know it. Who are you? What do you do? Why do I care? Who are you? McDonald's. What do? You sell billions and billions of burgers, McNuggets, and McFlurries, and McThis, and McShakes, and McSalad Shakers, whatever the hell the case may be. And why should you care? You care because you're hungry and they can feed you and it's cheap. See how that works? You're looking for a nice girl or a nice guy to date. Who are you? Oh, you're just smoking hot chick over there. What do you do? Well, I don't really care what you do. I just think you're hot, so I'm trying to get to know you a little bit better. Why should I care? Well, I want to make sure that, you're a good person for me, that you're somebody that I can, take home to mom, that kind of thing. So you want to, anything. This bottle of water, who are you? Oh, hell, I'll get this one for free. It's Poland Spring. What do you do? You quench thirst naturally from a spring that's pure quality since 1845. See how that's all on? I just read that right on the bottle. Do you see why that's important? Since 1845, that means a long-standing history, a tradition of quality. And then if you notice what this says right here, it says 100% natural spring water, because a lot of times you're getting bottled water that's just filtered. This comes from an actual spring, so that sets them apart. Then if you look over here, you see it has a little seal with a little teeny tiny tree there that says natural. And then they tell their story in just a couple of sentences, which is what you should do on your website. Look, born from nature. Every drop of our water is carefully selected from natural springs. And then their tagline, born better. Look at it. Simple, easy. See that? Nice and easy. Very simple. So, who knew that I could have that much fun in a webinar, learn and retain so much more? I need to sign up for more of those. Yes, you should. It's very important. Well, and I have to be honest, I have a background in entertainment, so I'm going to find a way to make learning fun. I love you, you pay me, I go home so happily with a great big check and a brand from me to you. Won't you say you love me? Okay, sorry. But seriously, I am going to let you know that right now, I am doing iBrain University. You can sign up. I was going to raise the tuition on it because there's two different levels. The undergraduate level right now is $97 and $47 a month, which is nothing for the information that you get. This is an actual module in iBrain University. There are like 5 or 6 more modules that are coming up, and there's a new module every month, and then every week we do calls. My students get email, chat time with me, the whole 9. And then there's the master's level where I actually come in and I dissect your business and we talk about what you need to do to take your situation to the next level. And so if you wanted to take a quick second and sign up, because I'm about to wrap this up in just a minute, I want you to go ahead and do that now. Let me know if that popped up for you. So that you guys can experience the full site and get all that good information there. And yeah, it's a real simple, easy process. Let me know that you saw that pop up, because sometimes these things, they have a mind of their own, and well, damn it, that just sucks. So I'm gonna make sure that I got that off to you, and that everybody is got that offer. Make sure we got it. All right, somebody let me know in the chat room that you did get that. All right, so while you're doing that, I am going to go ahead and I am, oh, awesome, because finally the damn thing works. I had to work out so many glitches. Oh my God. Also, in case you don't know, I am a part owner of a company called Hang With, which is like Periscope only on steroids. And so you can share, you can log in, you can do a whole bunch of really cool stuff. You can share your videos, you can stream your videos, all that good stuff there. I do want to get through these last couple of more sites that I have, because I want to fully, you never know where another good tip can come from, or what somebody else's experience can come from, and how you can apply it to your particular situation. So I'm sharing my screen, and there's Delphine, so we're getting rid of that. And then South Business Fulton Coalition. This is Dominique Huff's site. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on here, and this is a dynamic lead, not a really effective one because it only has one picture. So I just want that damn popping up to stop, and it won't. All right, so South Fulton is our business destination. Come see, connecting with the community, so on and so forth. It's a very clinical site, built by Pookie, Ray Earl, and them. And I'm not saying that every site is built by Pookie. It's just a, you know, like a default thing. Upcoming events. Nothing here. Fix that. Purpose. Font is too small. I'm not going to lean in and squint trying to read that. Let's see what else here. Customer loyalty program. Platform for business. Business loyalty. I see that there's a sign up for more information. I want to tell you why I would not sign up. I'm not compelled. There's nothing there that's getting my attention. Being a member of SBC has its benefits and perks. Doesn't matter if you have a big business, little business. This is what it costs. Home occupational. This is people who work from home. This is a small business, 2 to 10 employees, and this is a, you know, a corporation, 10 or more employees. Okay, so you have different levels. They get different things and much more, and exposure and so on and so forth. And you know, there's no video. Let's check out the team here. It's a picture of Dominique. There's Lexia, some people I don't know. And then, oh, always when you have placeholders and things like this, because this is a template site, and this is how I can tell, because the template has this here, and wherever you see lorem ipsum dolor sit amet consector ad spitzing elit perlin molesti. I don't know what language it is, but that's just a placeholder. You're supposed to get rid of those and just use the ones that you actually need to use, and get rid of anything else. Contact, this should hopefully be a form fill, and it is. And yeah, that was yeah, definitely a good situation. So it's very, no, I'm not, and you know, I'm not trying to be greasy. I'm just being very honest. Dominique's a dear friend of mine, but I am going to be absolutely honest, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you, you know, what your site should look like, what it shouldn't look like. Yes, you know, I Padre, I Spiriti Sancti, I Pluribus Unum, Novo Ordo Seclorum, Mama Se, Mama Samu Makusa. Yeah, so you want to get all that stuff out. And thank you, Tanisha, for saying that it's Latin. Congratulations on your very, very big brain. I bet you can't sing Pop Goes the Weasel in Latin, can you? I can. Equisin kikokarit, quit I get ariga, start ariga inkaru, digga ariga. How do I know that? I took Latin in elementary school. Boom! He's a smart guy. All right, so let's see here. I want to do just a couple of more websites here, and I am going to do this one because I think it is important for me to do. Mm-hmm. Bear with me because I'm moving a little slow because I'm tired. All right, all right. And we're off to the races, and I am going to go ahead and do this site. This site is Nika Nicole, NewYork.com. Nika Nicole is, of course, a fashion stylist. She just relocated from New York to Atlanta, but of course, she has a lot of businesses in New York. Summer sale, take 15% off at the store. That should be coming down soon because, well, it says sale in soon, so that's smart. Let's see here. You know, you have the basic social media things here. Let's check out the blog. Okay, nice pictures, very cool. See, showing some personality. Looks here, looks there. Yay, having some fun. Yep, very cool. She's showing herself in action, and also giving her brother, the chef, a little plug. You know what I mean? That's what you do. You keep it in the family. Not mad at that. Here's my issue. There needs to be more video of you styling people. You know, there needs to be some kind of lookbook. You need to have some, you know, items that are beyond just clothing and jewelry that, you know, truly position you as an expert in your field, because that is going to, you know, help you out immensely. So that is what I would do on that one. Yes, indeed. So, hope that helps. Now, I think I have one more site. One more site. Give me just one more site. So I'm going to do that. And while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we are going to go ahead and get that in. All right. So this is Hunt's Business Solutions. See, this is what's called a dynamic lead. That's what I was talking about before. So you can see here that they have things here, and this is long enough so somebody can read all of that good stuff. There's a book here, so promoting that. There's another thing here. This looks like it could be like a DVD or a book. I'm not really sure. And then there's the midweek blog. Sign up below. So I just want to take a real quick look at the homepage, see how there's not a whole lot there. Follow our blogs, not just join our mailing list. I hate it when people just have something that says, join our mailing list. That's corny. It's whack. Don't do that. That sucks. So you definitely don't want to be that person. All right, so going back up here, let's check out About Us. Smile, look happier. I look like, yeah, I'm smiling, but I don't want to. Adrian, President, CEO, Hunt's Business Solutions, Inc. Just put Inc. You don't have to put Incorporated. My Lord, Black people, we get so caught up on titles sometimes. She has a bachelor's degree in you know, HR administration from St. Leo College, customer service and corporate training experience. Is this a cover letter or a bio? Certified as both a professional and entrepreneur coach by Professional Women Network, serial entrepreneur, so on and so forth. It's a short bio. It's cool. I do some retooling so it doesn't come off like a cover letter. Check out the services. Business coaching topics include this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. Notice it doesn't give you a whole War and Peace diatribe, but what I would do is at least give some examples, and you can put all of these examples for the business coaching into one video and stick that video right here. And then you can do the same thing for personal development coaching and put that video right here. As a business coach, there's certain things that I put up, and then I'll show you, and then there's certain things that I kind of do. Like, even if you look, I'm just going to do a couple more things before I go there. Okay, so this is a book, $5 book here. This looks like it's a DVD. So you'll learn something there, both of which are $5. Your prices are way too low, which means I don't really trust you. No offense, I'm just telling you knee-jerk reactions, not personal. I'm just keeping it real. Testimonials, let's check the testimonials. Amelia, Stephanie, Brittany doesn't really tell you who they are, what they do, and why I would care, why those testimonials mean anything. Let me just do this. I will give you an example. All right. So this is Interbrand. This is my company's website. Notice you can share everything here. Notice you don't see any pictures of me anywhere at all. That's on purpose. And so we talk about different things. And then if you want to know about assessment or planning or how we implement or things of that nature, cool. You want a testimonial? Cool. I give the producer of the Tom Jordan Morning Show. Boom. Simple, easy, 1, 2, 3. You can see, my team of consultants, things of that nature, how we move, what we do, so on and so forth. Done, done, and done. There's a blog. There's a contact page. See how that works? Here's a list of services. Oh, wait. Instead of a big, long, drawn-out diatribe, there's a video. And what do people like? Cartoons, kiddies. And so that's what we do. You give them a cartoon, and you run the video, and you go ahead, and I give you an example. There's Matthew. He's a businessman, and I'll close out the ad. Got to make money. Don't worry about that. He's having some issues. He's working a dead-end job. He can't find new customers. He's overwhelmed, and he's not making any money. And that's until he found Interbrand. Yay! So we help build and boost your business. Help you design your brand, build your social media presence, develop innovative strategies, and create multiple revenue streams. All things I do, I'm telling you. So Matthew fired his boss, has tons of new customers, is totally stress-free, and is making more money than ever. You can be like Matthew too. This is what you call a call to action. Contact us now. Everything is in unison. See how everything kind of looks the same? Boom, 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 boom. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I walk my talk. I am not just some guy who just decided to do a webinar and pull the stuff out of my ass. I do this for a living. This is how I feed my kids. It's definitely important. And I'm glad that people feel like, the honesty is real. And I want you guys to know that it is. And so before I close this webinar, I do want to make sure that you guys know that, again, if you haven't grabbed Pitch, Close, Upsell, Repeat, now is the time to do so. And, it's going to be a great book. It is coming out. If you do get the pre-order, you will get your book a week before everybody else who is actually ordering the book. And also, and most importantly, I want you to please join iBrain University. If you haven't, it's definitely well worth the money. I wanted to keep it, moderately priced so that people who are trying to get to where they need to be can get there. Now, do you get all the bells and whistles of a $5,000 a month client? No, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that. But will I get you in a position where you can afford to pay $5,000 a month? Yeah, absolutely. So I want to make sure in the chat room, I want to answer any last minute questions, anything that anybody has to say. So go ahead and ask your questions if there's anything in there. And I definitely want to be of service to you so that we can, make some things happen. That's what really excites me, being able to help you. And do I have the audio version of Pitch, Close, Upsell, Repeat? Yeah, I'm actually going to be taping that, this month, and that'll be out in October, November. So yes, I'm going to be doing Pitch, Close, Upsell, Repeat. And I will tell you that the audio book is going to be different than the written book, simply because, things change. And things can change from month to month, and there may be something else that I want to include in there. And the audiobook will not be cheap. No, don't think that, oh, if you get the audiobook, it's going to be cheap. The audiobook is probably going to be around the same price as the regular book. I might even put it up on Audible. I'm talking to Audible now to put some products up. They want at least 5 audio products. I have more than that. But I definitely want to, get you guys something that's definitely worthwhile. And Pitch, Close, Upsell, Repeat is the closest I've ever gotten to showing you every single thing that I do. Not only everything that I do, but how I do it. Real sales psychology, not that bullshit they teach you in business school, not that bullshit you see other people do, because I'm telling you, majority of it is bullshit. See, the key to selling is this: being real with somebody, being able to look at somebody in the eye and say, listen, I want to help you. And that's all I want to do. Yes, these lights, they cost. That air conditioning, that ADT, yeah, that stuff costs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have to pay my bills, but that's the sound of the air conditioning kicking in. But I definitely want to make sure that I'm giving people value for their money, and that's what I pride myself on. And I hope that this was valuable for you, and I hope that some of you are going to be signing up for iBrain University today, because it's definitely going to be an awesome experience for you if you do. And I do want to let you know that for those who do sign up to iBrain University today, you're also going to be getting a lot of additional materials that most people don't have. Other books of mine like Common Sense Ain't Common, A Practical Guide to Getting the Most Out of Life, with a foreword written by Les Brown, the world's #1 most motivational speaker. You're also going to be getting a lot of really cool materials from me that most people don't have access to, that I've taken down. So I definitely want you to grab it, get it, enjoy it, live it, love it, learn it. So any other last minute questions? Now is the time. All right, folks. Again, iBrand you. Make sure that you sign up, because all the modules. And let me tell you about the modules, in case you were wondering, because I know a lot of people don't know what all the modules are. So the course outline, of course, module #1, the first webinar, is called Why Your Branding Probably Sucks and How to Fix It. That in and of itself, worth the cost of the course. That particular, first of all, it's 3 hours. It is 3 hours. It's longer than Malcolm X, and it will change the way you look at your business inside and out. I actually sat down with a client on Friday and totally revamped the way he did his business. Literally within the course of having a couple of rounds of boneless chicken wings, I literally laid out a business plan without writing down a damn thing. But I can look at your business and tell you what's wrong with it. I am like a doctor diagnosing the cancer that's eating away at your business. So Why Your Branding Probably Sucks and How to Fix It is basically how to get into what it means to have a brand, how to build that brand, how to have brand loyalty, what your brand message is, how you position your brand, all that good stuff. Module 2, that's April Beverly talking about copywriting 101. Yeah, I know how to copyright, but April Beverly, that's her niche. That is what she does. And I wanted her to do something special. So you get a video and a workbook with that. Module #3 is the one you're looking at now, which is building an effective website. Matter of fact, let me show you something. I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way here. I am going to just share my screen. Yes. Boom. Bang. And then we're going to go here. And we are going to look here. So module 4, use Supercharge, Habits of Well-Branded Entrepreneurs. That one next month is going to be dope. Module 5 is all about promotional items, bumper stickers, things of that nature. The difference between smart branding and junk. Media relations. How to handle the media, how to pitch yourself to the media where it makes sense for you, how to get ready for the media, what that letter looks like for radio. I do radio. TJ Mercer definitely does the TV thing, and she's got that on lock. Module 7, I'm going to break down the science of branding, because it is a science. And module 8 is brand equity internally and externally. How people you're working with look at your brand, and how the world looks at your brand. And I'll tell you what, I'm also going to just really quickly, because I know I'm probably looking at this and saying, okay, so I'll do this just so you can kind of see what an inside look looks like. So this is the landing page you get if you're a member, and all the conference calls are here, all the recordings are here. I also, instead of putting up, sometimes I'll put up videos that I've had my staff create, bulletproof branding, and you can see there's a manual right there. So there's a lot of stuff here, and it's very cool. And then also sometimes even with the call, I'll do a quick little PDF so that you can take a look at what I'm talking about, things of that nature, and you can get a full rundown of what it is that I have going on, and you can kind of see how things look, and so that's extremely cool, and then this would probably be pretty cool. I want to see what this looks like on this end, and so what you're seeing is me on the screen, being on the screen. You can't tell me that's not dope. So you see how it's literally right there. So when that module will always be right there, just that simple. And that's the beauty of it. So it's very, very cool to be a part of this. And I hope that you decide to be a part of this. And it's very important to me. Now, let's see. Angel says, I guess you sort of answered a question I had about biopics. What say you about pics with a little bit more personality as opposed to the stoic look? I like the pics that show a genuine love for the business you represent. Absolutely. My God. If you are passionate about running, I better see your ass run. I need to see you like the Bionic Man out here just running, And, you used to have fun. I guess I love to see sincerity and love what you do. It's just a pic, but it says a lot. Absolutely. And, I hope, Angel, that you sign up for iBrain University, because we definitely go over all that stuff, from the way that you should look, how you can conduct yourself, things of that nature. I personally am a T-shirt and jeans kind of guy because, well, I don't answer to anybody. Now, if I am, if somebody's calling me out, like I'm going on tour later on this year, like in the fall, and in that tour, I'm actually going to, I'm going to be wearing a suit. I'm not wearing a tie, but I will be wearing a suit because somebody's cutting a check. But other than that, if the situation doesn't call for it, I'm not here to impress you with my clothes. I want to impress you with this, because this right here, well, I'm here to tell you, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. What little bit of brain power I got, I use. And so, again, if you haven't already, I highly recommend that you join us, because this thing is going to be serious. And, once it's shut down, like once the modules are done, the price goes up to $1,000 off top. So, it's extremely important to me that you guys get in and get involved, because it's a really good program. So any other last minute questions? This is definitely the time, because I'm gonna wrap this up and order some food. I'm just waiting, because sometimes it's like it's a bit of a delay. So I'm really excited. But again, if you need to reach me, I'm going to give you my information. And you can always email me there. Everybody else should have everything else. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is at my. So those are the two places that I can definitely be reached. So if there aren't any more questions, I am about to sign off. And so hopefully, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If in fact you did, do me a favor, get on Facebook, let your friends know that you got something out of this. You will probably be getting some emails from me here, there, hither, and yon. And I hope it definitely works for you, and that you arrive at what you're looking for, and that you get the payoff that you absolutely want and deserve, and really need right now. Because I want you to make sure you're getting everything, and I mean everything I can give you. So I hope you take advantage. All right, so I'm extremely excited for you, and I thank you for taking the time. I really do, and I hope that this was helpful to you. I really do. And so you have my email. Feel free to get at me. Let me know what. And thank you, Michelle. And I hope you guys, if you haven't signed up yet, you need to sign up, because if it was that damn great, sign up now. All right, guys. You guys take care. Thanks so much. I'll probably still be in the chat room for a few, but I am going to stop this broadcast, okay? Because as you can tell, I have an empty bottle of water, but I am still thirsty. Take care. And keep in mind that you need to get out of your feelings and into your business. I'll see you soon.